Palimpsest. This is one everyone wants to talk about. The one they found in Sanaa, they say it's not the Quran, Uthman, and none of that is true, first of all. And that one we talk about another day. On the Sanaa Palimpsest, is it against the Uthman Mus'haf? No, it's not. And anyone who knows two things, who has any worth in his academia, doesn't believe that. It is the Mus'haf Uthman, but the undertext, what's underneath it, because there's two, one top and then the underneath bottom part, which is erased, and that's where the whole discussion comes. So in summary, what happened in 1972 in the old Jami' mosque in Sanaa, they found in the roof, after the damages happened, after I think it was rain or storm or something, they found dozens of masahif and old scripts inside the masjid's attic. Of course, the Yemenis found it, and the Orientals, they came in as well, and they started documenting and taking a look at it and taking pictures of it. And once they studied it, they found one of the many copies, they call C1, in which, so there's C2 and C1, so you see the manuscript, and they found some writing underneath it, behind it. Someone wrote on it, erased it, and wrote something else on top. So the top is Uthman's manuscript, Codex Uthman, that we know, Mus'haf Uthman. What's underneath it, they call the underwriting. This is the C1. That one looks slightly different. This is where they got so excited. Look, we found something other than the Mus'haf Uthman. So the Christians were celebrating, but they found out that it's actually from Mus'haf Uthman. It has the same stemma, the same roots. And what they also found, it actually doesn't prove anything. Because we do know that the Quran, before Uthman's standardization, there was copies of the Quran. Right? So the qira'at, what was written there, it's the Quran as well. But the question is, what is the difference between the two? And there's a study you can find online of the best study of it. And those researchers, I think Sadiqi, his name is another guy, I don't remember his name now. But we'll talk about it another time. They concluded that there's nothing here to be excited about. But someone may say, why were they so excited about this? Well, because it's one of the oldest Mus'hafs. It dates 660 CE. And some of them even earlier, at 95% accuracy. But what they were also interested in was they tried to find a moment where they can compare Islam to Christianity in today's brothers. Specifically Christianity. You see, for Muslims, we believe the Quran is a multi-formic text. You have to memorize this word. It just means it has qira'at and ahruf. We always believe this. Some Muslims believe the Quran is only one. They don't know that the Quran is one, but it has different ways of reciting. That's all it means. So once you know that, it's no surprising you're going to find different qira'at. Because some Muslims didn't know that, they found very big confusion. Why is there a copy of the Quran that's slightly different, for example, qira'ah there? Forgetting that it was originally revealed in sab'at ahruf. See, that's the problem. The Muslims, they didn't know what was going on, a lot of them. So the research is already out, the cat's out the bag. There's nothing here. There's nothing. But the Christians were really hoping, because the Christians have a problem. And to give you the perspective, they have a problem because they have a fake or inserted verse in the Gospel of John, the only verse that says that Jesus, the Holy Ghost, and God are one. The only verse of the Trinity, it's a fake. All right, so the Christians know that. There's a proof for it, 100% documented. They call it Johannine Kama. That's what they call it. So this is documented. So they're embarrassed, right? Because the only verse of Trinity is a fabrication. And the Christians would tell them, where's the Trinity? They bring you John. I forget the exact verse, and it's a fabrication. This is all you got? Fabricated, and it's documented. And they have another one, the ending of Mark. The longer ending of Mark, fabrication. And we say, thank God it's a fabrication, because that last part of Mark is dangerous. The one where it says that God prophesies for someone who's rightly guided, according to these verses. You can handle snakes and be bitten by them, and God will protect you. Many people died because of this verse. You ever see a Christian handling a snake in the church? He's following Mark. The long ending of Matthew. Long ending of Matthew. Yeah, these verses, he's following it. Where it says that if you're rightly guided, righteous, a snake can bite you, you won't die. Man died. He took a snake and killed him. A number of people were also arrested. You got to know this, but this is corruption. Textual corruption leads to death. So Christians are embarrassed about this. So when they found the Muslims have something, even though they knew it was nothing, they tried to make it big. So another time we can talk all about that. Our conversation today